Hello there, Server17 once again. We're currently in some downtime, folks, so what better time to start a downtime playthrough than right now? God Hand. We're going to go from a new game. And as you can see, I don't actually have hard, because I have not beaten it on this emulator. So we're going to go normal, but I can explain some things about normal.
That's what I expected from you.
Make it a little bit better. So God Hand features predominantly a dynamic difficulty setting, where the better you play, the harder the game gets, and it will actually get to the difficulty of hard if you play good enough. However, if you get hit, it will swiftly drop, and it's an interesting balancing system.
Water!
Gene.
This is Gene,
This place reeks.
and his companion,
Wait, you don't expect me to mop up, do you?
Come on.
and the
Those guys are
fantastic
cute.
voice acting of
Not to
the
mention, much sexier than you.
early 2000s.
Wow, your sexy little friends. They're coming for a dance.
Never understood that line. Is he just trying to, like, mock her,
Still
or
sexier
is
than you are.
he gay? Like, what is this? Does he like the melon, the melon, the men, the fellas? But because this is on emulator, you're going to see some weird things, and I can't really control that. You might hear some weird things. You might get some weird frame rate moments. Ooh, I might get punched in the face. Ah, my controls are off. Well, we should probably change that. So the first thing that I always do is I take guard breaker off and I put it on triangle. In my opinion, guard breaker is probably the most important part of the game, and having it on a command input just makes it tricky to do. So I put that to high charged punch. That's my right roundhouse. That's my barrel kick, even though that's really slow to work. Interesting. Did I just turn the volume down when this headset? Ah, okay, there we go. Sorry about that, folks, but this headset cable's new to me and I hate it. So, punch-wise, what do we have? Jab, very important. Look how fast it is. Really good as your first opener. Jab into straight, into left hook, into uppercut. It's the bread and butter God Hand techniques, which that can get you through the entire game now, because it's perfect. It's exactly what you need it to be. But we're going to hopefully experiment a little bit, because I've not played this in a long time. This is only my second run through of the game, technically, because I beat it once, and I'm about 3/4 through hard mode, but that difficulty is so hard, guys. I mean, this is hard. You're going to see me die on normal, and you might be like, how can you die on normal? Well, it's God Hand, and you'll see just how that happens. But the controls are a bit weird as well to get out of menus and things, but we'll live with it. Oh, maybe we won't, as he grabs us. Can I do that yet? That guy must be dead. Okay, so a couple of beginner's tips from a beginner, which is the best person to give them. God Hand moves like no game you've ever played, and it's so weird to get used to. Your first few hours of this game, you're going to be like, this controls like shit. But it doesn't. It just does. And it's this weird thing of, when you're fighting, it's perfect. When you're trying to get away or do small movements, it's a nightmare. And it's all about getting comfortable with it. And the first thing you really need to be aware of is the quick turn. The quick turn is going to save your life. You need to get used to using it. The second thing is the double tap into run. Very important command. And you can also do attacks after that. And then the next one is, if you don't know where somebody is, use your guard rails. When you press that button, you see how there's a time limit ticking down to use the move? You don't have to use a move, and you can use it to lock onto people. It sounds stupid, but it's really helpful. And this is the fat guys who's having a quick go. And then this is the high side kick cancelling that everybody seems to either love or hate, which Somebody asked me the timing about that. You might have heard it just then on the analog. It's quite heavy on the pad. That is a move that enables Jean to dish out the most damage in the game over a very quick period of time, and it involves literally nothing more than pressing high sidekick into a wall and then pressing up on the analog to duck and cancel the animation. So all you're doing is that, and it's one of the highest DPS you can do on the game. It's fantastic. Well, let's just run over to our friend around this corner with the piece of wood. Let's go in. Oh, he's dead. Fat guy in here? Upstairs? I can't remember. So what else do you need to know about God Hand? Aside from look at when you go up to what the camera does. You see that? It looks terrible, doesn't it? But it never stops you from being able to see. As bad as it looks visually, it still always has the player in mind. And if you don't know, this game got critically panned. Infamously by IGN. They gave it 3 out of 10. 3 out of fucking 10, dude. It's horrible. And apparently, according to the commercial success, it didn't do too bad. But I think that's propaganda, because it don't sound like it, does it? If it gets panned by... I'm sure that... Oh, he ran out, didn't he? My bad. That's hard mode for you. The checkpoint here is really bad, by the way. If I die, I have to fight everything you've seen again until this doorway over here opens, and it's pretty tricky. But another really good tip for people, especially beginners, is the taunt. The taunt is a move that enables Jean to single people out, and it can be tricky to use. See if I can give you an example. So try stepping about here and doing it. See if we can get one of them. We got all of them, which is not ideally what you want, as you can see. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing, shit. I love that move. Where did he go? Oh, he's ran to reset. Interesting. But the taunt, if I'd have done it successfully, it would have got one of them and I wouldn't have had to fight them as a group. But I'm going to consciously try and fight them as a group, because that's what I'm not very good at. And that's where God Hand gets really difficult, because on hard, I always fight things at the place I'm at now where there's 3 to 4 people at the same time. And that's when the game gets really interesting, but this move's going to throw me off because it's not what it's meant to be. And it's got wicked recovery. Like, I can't cancel it at all. There's no cancelling that. You do a high side kick, cancel. Cancel any way you want to do it. You do that move, you're in it for the duration. But you'll notice there was a cherry over here. This heals you.
Nice.
Doesn't heal you massive, but it's still enough. And you need to be aware of the healing items, because they're going to be really, really helpful. Also, do you see how that porch kind of stands out a little bit? It's a different colour wood to this. You can break it, and if you hit people into it, it'll do extra damage. And the roof will fall on them, and it'll damage them. It'll also damage you, so be very careful. So there's this guy left, and then there's his buddies left. One thing that you could do if you're not too good at the fighting yet is you can rely on the environment. There's lots of stuff in the environment to help you out. This is a fantastic option. Get as close to him as you can, and then do that. Well, it locked onto him, but that's not a problem. And it killed him. Another thing is the weapons. Weapons are so important in this game. They're incredibly powerful. You'll notice I killed a guy over here, and he dropped this, which is a bat. So you can do a light attack, which is fast, and you can do a heavy attack, which is longer. And the weapon will eventually break. A lot of the strategies you'll see at some of the, the really effective players is they'll do that, and then they'll cancel it at the end of the animation, because it's undeniably effective. And if you can get them to hit a wall, it'll do extra damage. And we're going to walk into this room now. There's going to be one guy, and when we kill him, he's going to turn into a demon, which is one of the things I don't like about God Hand at all. It's oh, he's going to grab me. It's no good. Just twiddle your analog, reverse him. Can we get the... Is he going to do it? Right. So I don't know. This one is preset, this demon. I don't know if the others are. I think the others are random. But suffice to say, I hate this enemy. Oh, see what I mean? Watch the damage he does as well. On normal too, guys. We're good though, we're good. Could have been a lot worse. So, he's going to drop a skill now. Is it right hook? Reverse sweep acquired. That might be, it might be random. The move we've just got then, we have passively. Moves that the game doesn't tell you about, which is one of those things you're going to see people do. You're going to go, how did they do that? Or you're going to do it yourself and you're not going to fully understand. So I'm going to probably try and explain that. But if you press dodge upwards and you press triangle immediately after, you'll do this. Which is the move we just got. The move we just got, however, can be put on any button. I like to have it on back and X. But then I took it off and started experimenting. And we're going to experiment on this playthrough as well, hopefully. So over here, two guys, as you can tell by the radar. Both of them get up. And we separate them at the beginning. Put some pain on his friend. His friend ain't blocking, even though it's... Oh, very nice. You gotta be really careful with what he just did then as well. Do not believe the playing possum thing. They will kill you. So, that's the checkpoint, by the way. I did that because there's a very high chance that I'm gonna get, like, hit and then killed. But there should be a guy in here with... He gave me a coin! No! I wanted life. We got a coin. Oh, hello. We should be okay. Yeah, I can't find any life, so we'll man up. And then we'll die. But the good news is, we got that checkpoint. That's all that matters. But one mistake on this, guys. This is a game notorious for being challenging. It wants your best at all times. And if you're not up to it, it's going to beat you up. And I like that about it, but it's undeniably difficult. And I cannot do that at all. Here we go.
What, are you nervous?
He's blocking. Very clever. Out of range. Knock him up, Gene. No? There we go. So when they're on the ground like this, even though he's dead technically, if you press forward and Y, you can charge a move that will... I say Y, forward and triangle, this is a PlayStation game. You can charge a move that will knock them into the air. Once you do that, if you press Y again, or triangle, sorry, you'll knock them even higher, and then from there, you can do backwards and triangle and do a shoryuken, or you can do forwards and triangle at the peak of the height, and it'll do this crazy launcher kick, which is universal to your controls at all time. It never changes that. It's one of the more interesting aspects of God Hand. So he's too fat to really display it, but enemies have weight as well, if you're wondering, which is a really important thing to talk about.
Nice.
As we get some cherries. But my emulator run at the moment, because I've got another save file going on. I've been doing it with the original life bar, so I'm not upgrading my life at all. I'm not using God Reels, and I'm not using the God Hand, and my goodness, is it tricky. So tricky. But that move there, if you can get good at doing it, you can use it to hit other people. This guy's got a weapon. We need to try and get rid of that if we can. Like this. Like, position yourself to hit him into other folks. It's amazing, and it killed him. Like, it killed him, and it did damage to this guy. And it does a lot of damage too. Like, it's easy to repeat as well, because it's one of those moves that the enemies can dodge it, because one thing you'll learn about this game is, especially when we start getting the difficulty up, because we're only on level 2 now, it goes to level 3, then it goes to level die. On hard difficulty, it's always on level die, regardless of if you get punched. So, very tricky stuff. Here's the obligatory trap, the pincer attack. And we're going to run past him, we're going to turn around, and then we're going to go. We're going to start this going. Ow, I could see it coming as well, and I let it hit me. Terrible. So, what was that other? Oh, it was that way, wasn't it? Stop kicking dirt. But there was a melon over here, wasn't there not? I thought there was anyway. Let's get weapon. None of that, dude. It's there. See, that was him getting out of it. But melons are... There might not be melons, actually. I think that's an orange, isn't it? Why do I say melon? I don't know why. I've got it in my head that that's a melon. It's not a melon, folks.
I love it.
And it didn't give me as much life as I would have liked it to, but you know, that's God Hand. It happens. Oh, hi guy.
Nice.
So we saved him, and he gave us some food, which is always nice to see. And we got Mr. Fat Guy to play with.
Nice.
So yeah, I love how you can keep it. Oh, really? Sorry to headphone listeners, but this guy is a dick. Oh, go behind me. Normally it gives you a counter to... Oh! Oh, what's that? Oh, whoa! I've never seen that before. That was cool as shit. Wow. Well, it just goes to show God Hand has so many secrets. But those you can't mess around with that enemy. Like later on, if we get a move where we can infinitely stunlock it, I will gladly do that. Because fuck those enemies. That is the first level of God Hand and the beginning of my playthrough to try and get back up to speed with the game, so that I can go back onto hard and get destroyed.